So welcome back to Chaotic Inc. as your boy Chaos DTV goes back down memory lane almost 4 years ago as we tried to see if Skyforge is still worth playing in 2021. Let's jump right into the video. So Skyforge announced a few days ago that we were about to receive a massive expansion that scatters across all platforms, such as consoles as well. This expansion goes by the name of Hunters of Terra, and it comes equipped with a brand new class called the Bounty Hunter. This class focuses on dealing a few range of attacks, primarily AoE attacks, coming equipped with a handheld motor and plenty of explosive weapons to handle any foes that comes our way. Skyforge also gives players some brand new content, which is called the Terran Rift, which is a brand new dungeon that allows up to 4 players to navigate an underground labyrinth filled with mechanoids. So make sure to be ready to hop right in, because all of this action starts June 2nd, coming to PlayStation 4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC as well. Now keep in mind this game is free to play, so I would only imagine that it would be free for all players. Probably with a little bit of cash shop items that are probably paid because they do have a premium option, but nonetheless. Now don't worry, for all my Nintendo Switch fans out there, you will be receiving this same update, but it will not be on June 2nd, it will be at a later date. So now let's talk about my recent experience coming back to this immortal-like world called Skyforge. If you guys didn't know, but I streamed it on Twitch as of yesterday, and I hopped back in this game after a 4-year long. I haven't played this game in almost 4 years, about 2016, 2015, that type of era. And all I can say is the game's still the same. That's it. Video's over. And as always, it's been your boy, Chaos DTV, signing out. Peace.
I don't sleep. That's so weak. Don't plan to.
Oh, wait. You guys bought that? That's crazy. It's crazy how that works. No, I'm just joking. This game, it still reminds me the same as how it did back in 2016, but I can definitely tell that the devs really put in a lot of work in the past 4 years, giving it many updates. Now, the reason why I'm speaking to you guys today is that you guys should definitely come back to this game as of this year because of the brand new expansion to kick off the next or so years for it, which is the Hunters of Terra. Now, my experience was very laggy. It's very buggy. As you guys see in the gameplay right behind me, it wasn't the greatest, but I still had a blast. It did still feel the same. The tutorial was still the same as normal. You basically walk in, you save the day, but then you get murdered to death, and then you boop, out came. You find out you're an immortal, which an immortal in this game is basically what's in its name. A warrior that was born under a specific lucky star. And if they are killed or die from whatever, they will be reborn as something called an immortal. And then you become best friends with a lot of gods in this world. So the game takes place in Elion, which is one of the worlds, and it's based off the actual god Eli in this game's world. My experiences with character customization was hilarious. I was playing with the little side scroller. You can make a character like really big, or you can make it like really tiny. Character customization still feels the same. I don't really see they added much to it. The tutorial still feels the same as normal. Now, do I still believe this game is still worth playing in 2021, being a free-to-play game on console and PC? It's a give or take on that one. My advice is I would say take the game with a grain of salt. With that being said, per se, you would still have fun if you allow yourself to have fun, if you kind of catch my drift. It's one of those type of games where the game kind of holds your hand the entire time. It's not very over complex like more MMOs or RPGs, especially dealing with your skill sets. You only have maybe about 5 or 6 actual abilities to interchangeable from. And it's not going to be as hectic as you would if you were playing Black Desert Online, or if you were playing World of Warcraft, or any of these modern day super jam-packed, full of just information, full of so much on your screen, really into your face, like these other MMOs. Nope, it's very it holds your hand the entire time. A lot of the enemies are very still the same. The AI is kind of dumb. They really don't attack you if you're at a specific range, even though you are in range of their sight for the coding to attack you. But I did have a blast. I played it for about a good 2 to 3 hours or so, and I still feel the same. Now, will I be continuing this? Probably. I would more likely wait until June 2nd to see what they will actually change, because we do know there is a new expansion, but as of right now we don't know what else they're going to do to change the rest of the game so it can still continue. Now, to my surprise, this game still has a wonderful community. There's still people who love playing the game, as I was in a very crowded server, which, ladies and gentlemen, rule number 1 of playing any MMO: if the game is dead and you are in the hub world, stop playing the game. Game's dead. If you're in the main world where everyone's supposed to be at and there's no players, stop playing the game. That's rule number 1. That's like red flag. No, this game was definitely full of many different players, and I still had fun. It was so many players that it actually even made my lagging issues even worse. But we already talked about character customization. We talked about the classes. Now, here's one thing about said classes. You can interchangeably switch from 3 of your main classes, which would be the Paladin, the Cryomancer, and the support class, which is the Lightbringer, which is the more of the priest-ish class. Not really my fancy. Like, it doesn't really fit me as a character, but there are 16 other classes that you can play as, which basically makes the game feel a lot better than it normally did back in 2016, because half of these characters weren't even there 4 years ago, and now they're adding a brand new class to it on June 2nd. As we wrap up this video, is the game still worth playing? I'll say yes, but to take it seriously, no. I don't believe this game should be taken as seriously, even though it does have its fun cartoony look to it, and it does have its instance-based type of style of being played. And what I mean by instance-based is that you hop into a area and that's it. It's very linear. It's a linear path. Like I said, it's holding your hand. That's all I can tell you. It's not open world as in you would see of like Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis that I just did. And if you guys want to see that video, I'll put it in the top right hand corner of me playing that. But it's more of just instance based. You hop in, it's almost like dungeon per dungeon. You walk into an area, you kill all the enemies, you kill the final boss, boom, you're in and out. Similar to the likes of like Critica or Closers. But as always, my outcasts, it's been your boy Chaos DTV signing out. Peace.
I ain't rapping for clout, I know the fame is empty, and it's a dangerous perk, it make a hater friendly. But if the shine come with an opportunity, it's whatever, I'ma win, gotta do what I gotta do. If the ambition open doors, I'm gon' stop. Already know I'm the man, don't need no props. The ambition that I got, make the hoes watch. Ambition open doors, breaking those locks. If ambition open doors, I'm gon' quit. I fell in love with the money, fuck my old